Hi, welcome to this course where we will discuss Firebase with Flutter. So, until now, we have learned how to develop an basic application using Flutter. But definitely, when we are building a real world application, we will need some kind of database. And know that there are many different options, but Firebase is very easy and it gets the job done within a very short period of time. So now you might be asking me, what is Firebase? So Firebase is a powerful platform for your mobile and web application. Firebase can power our apps backend, including data storage, user authentication, hosting, and a lot more. So with Firebase, we can easily build mobile and web apps that scale from one user to 1 million user. And it has a lot of features that will handle the load and the visitors balance. And the best part is that Firebase is free to start with and lets users create an account in it with just their Google. So definitely you have a Google account or a Gmail or whatever account. So with that only you can create a Firebase account as well. So you might be thinking, how can Firebase be free? So Firebase has two plans. The Spark plan of Firebase is free and offers many features to help developers get started. But based on growing requirements, there is another plan called the Blaze plan, which is definitely a pay as you go. That is, whatever resources you use, you have to pay for that resource only. So I hope you might be thinking, okay, cool, Firebase is very nice and we should start it. And before using it, I would just like to talk more about Firebase. That is, what are the features of it? So first is that it helps to build apps very fast, and everything is packed with one platform. That is, whether it's database, messaging, crash reporting, whatever you want, it is there. Second is Firebase is developed and backed by Google. So definitely Google means trust. So our data is in safe hands. And Firebase is not just a database, because Firebase also gives developers a comprehensive list of products to help them in their development process. So here you can see there are products which will help us to build better apps, that is authentication, hosting, functions, machine learning, cloud firestore, etc. It gives us features and products to improve quality of the application using Crashlytics, test labs, performance monitoring, and it also helps to grow our application as well using analytics, predictions, A/B testing, in-app messaging, and a lot more. So let's discuss about few of the products which are very important. First one is Cloud Firestore, which we will learn definitely. It is a flexible, scalable database for mobile web as well as other server development from Firebase. It is a NoSQL document database that helps you easily store, sync, and query data. The second product is the authentication part, and it provides backend services, easy to use SDKs, and other libraries to authenticate users to our application. It supports different types of authentication such as email, password, phone numbers, and social logins such as Google, Facebook, Twitter, Apple, and a lot more. So definitely when we are doing everything from scratch, it's difficult, but using Firebase, everything gets easy. The third important product is cloud storage. So definitely when we are building an application, we need some kind of storage to store our images, audio, videos, or whatever files are required for that application. Fourth is cloud functions. It helps us automatically run backend code in response to events triggered by Firebase features and HTTP request. So your code is stored in Google's cloud and runs in a managed environment. So cloud functions is very important, and you will learn its usage when you are building a production level application, because you have to send messages, you have to send notifications. Those things are done using cloud functions. Then it comes hosting. Definitely if you want to host or deploy web apps, this can be done. Then there is Crashlytics. It's a lightweight real-time crash reporter that helps us to track, prioritize, and fix issues that erode your application quality. Then Google Analytics is there, which is a free app measurement solution that provides insight on app usage and user engagement. Then there is cloud messaging. It provides a reliable and battery efficient connection between the server and device, and allows us to deliver and receive messages and notifications on iOS, Android, and the web. And the last feature which I would like to talk about is the dynamic links. With dynamic links, our users get the best available experience for the platform whenever they open a link. So when a user opens a dynamic link, it it will take them directly to the linked contact to our native app. Suppose there is some kind of user's profile. So if someone clicks on that link, the app will be opened and it will be sent to that user's profile directly. So that's all about the theoretical part of Firebase. In the next session, we will set up our Firebase project and start working on it. Thank you.